Well, I'm back one more time. Shoot a little video here. Usually I put up about my motorcycle, but today I'm gonna go a little different here. Last weekend, Saturday, it's actually a week, almost to the hour. A couple hours from now, it'll be a full-blown week. Since I picked up the new addition to my stable. I guess I can't really call it a stable. I only have two, but I did a lot of digging around for this purchase. You know, I've got the bike. I love it. It's that Honda Interstate. Love that thing. It's a great bike. But I went ahead and was doing a lot of digging around, and I wanted a car. I wanted something that was a little more fun, something I could use, something I could play with. You know, I'm getting a little bit older, and I just wanted something to have a little fun with. You know, there were a couple features I wanted in the car that I hadn't had in a while. I'll actually get you a view of what I keep staring at here so you guys can see it. Beautiful day. Well, it's gray, but it's nice. It's mellow. It's not too cold at all. So probably 50 degrees and raining. Typical for up here, but there's the view around me. Get much nicer than that. But so the car I picked, basically I wanted rear-wheel drive V8 with a manual. I did not want an automatic. It just takes the fun out of it, you know, having an automatic, you know. They say they're faster, but I'm not really going for speed. Just, you know, want something nice, something fun. So I will, I guess I'll flip this thing around and let you know exactly what it was I got. So let's check this thing out and see what you guys think. Picked up a 2018 SS Camaro. Or Camaro SS, however you want to call it. I think it's a Super Sport first, so haha, it's an SS Camaro. I picked it up with 7 miles on it. It's got the 6.2 liter, 455 horse, 455 foot-pounds of torque. It's rear-wheel drive, obviously. It's got a 373 limited slip rear differential in it. It's the Tremec 6-speed. She runs great. I mean, obviously, with 7 miles on it, you'd hope so. What I'm stuck with now is doing the break-in. And they say to keep it under 4,000 RPMs for, was it 1,500 miles, keep it under 4,000 RPMs and below 80 miles an hour. Which, I mean, you know, 1,500, a lot of people, fuck the break-in, just drive it like you stole it, it's under warranty, if it breaks, they'll give you a fucking new one. But, you know, I guess if it's your money, I mean, you're just gonna, you know, spend this kind of cash on something and just beat the shit out of it from day one. That's your thing, you know, if you got enough money to burn, whatever, man, go right ahead, you know, that's your baby. But for me, I plan on keeping this for a while. Let me get something here real quick. All right, let's head to reach into the car for something. Yeah, you know, if you want to kill yours, that's fine. But I plan on keeping this one for a while. I think my next car, I'm gonna give it probably another 4 or 5 years. I wanted to get the ZL1 1LE, the brand new one, but that's I think they want 72 for it. But it's 650 horse supercharged. She's a beast. You know, this is 455. So I'm gonna play around with this one for a while, save some pennies, put some money together. Might make that my early retirement. Get the ZL1 with the 1LE package. You know, a lot of people bitch about the visibility out of this car, and I really don't. You know, it doesn't seem to bother me as much as other people. I don't know. I'm used to it. I drive big trucks, not semis, but I drive nice straight trucks, you know, flatbeds. You got a Moffett sticking out the back. Couple, I have one truck that has a crane on it. Little knuckle boom sticks right off the back of it. So I'm used to driving. I'm used to, you know, living on my mirrors. Because sometimes you've got a load in the back of that truck where your back window isn't doing you any good at all. So you just live by mirrors. You know, I told my kids, they started driving, to learn your bumpers and your mirrors. If you learn those two things, you're not going to touch anything ever, because you know where your bumpers are. I'm actually trying to set my phone up here real quick so I don't have to hold this fucking thing. It's probably not going to work too well for me. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, it's moving. Oh well. Yeah, I don't like that. It's not going to work. No, so just being a professional driver, I guess you'd say, being a commercial driver, you know, that's what I do for a living is drive, so you learn your car. You learn your mirrors, your blind spots, your bumpers, you know how to use that. 'Cause you don't always have the ability to use your back window. But so the visibility doesn't really bother me too much at all. Fuel mileage, it's, you know, like I say, I'm only at 287 miles right now, so I can't really comment on mileage though. I know if you do limp around through town, just you put it on instant fuel mileage and you watch it as you're going through the gears, you're looking at 6-8 miles a gallon as you're shifting. But once you get it up to, you know, 5th, 6th gear, the number changes to a 14, 16 real quick. So, but I didn't buy it for fuel economy. You know, if I wanted fuel economy, I would have bought some hybrid electric plug in the wall made by GE car, you know, but that's not what I wanted. So I did notice one thing though with this car's got all the options. If you want to do anything, upgrades, as far, not options from the dealer, but upgrades later, exhaust, got anything. The splitter, you want to put the splitter up front, you want to put a different fin out back. It seems like everything. I mean, your cold air intake, which I don't know if I'm going to put on. I have a hard time believing that, you know, a little Joey Bag of Donuts over here starts a company making cold air intakes. I really don't know if he's got the experience and the knowledge and know-how of the company that, you know, General Motors been building these cars and engines to specifications for emissions and all that. I mean, they've been doing this for, you know, we're pushing 80, some 90, you know what I mean? They've been doing it for a while. So I tend to trust the engineers at a large company like that versus, you know, like I say, some little yahoo that just decided he's going to open up his old cold air intake company, you know. But, you know, I mean, even the cold air intake, you look at that thing, and that thing's going for $400 or $500. You want to put exhaust, you know, you're looking, you know, $1,500 for exhaust. Seems like everything going on this car is, you know, $400 or $500 minimum. I didn't get the NPP exhaust. Sorry, I'm a smoker, whatever, deal with it. Not for long, no. I'm smoking long enough. Time to quit. I didn't get the NPP exhaust on here because I hear a lot of people that they end up just wanting to change it, you know, because they don't like it. They end up going louder all the time. So, figured I'd save myself a little cash. Just run it the way it is, and if I want to, I don't know if I'm gonna go full tube headers, and I'm not doing anything until the break-in's done. I probably won't do anything until at least 5,000 miles. But if I do the exhaust, I'll probably just switch out the mufflers. I don't know how I feel about a cat delete and all that. I mean, we have, you know, we got emissions laws up here, so I don't want to push. I don't want to fuck with the warranty. You know, you fork out good money for something like this, and you just, you know, blow it away with silly parts. But yeah, the one gripe I think is the price of just upgraded performance parts on this. You know, it's, you see these people on these videos. I watch a lot of them. I call it rabbit holing. I get on these YouTube things and start searching Camaros, and you got Lethal Garage, and you got the Guitar Armageddon guy, and all these other guys that have these Camaros, and it's just like they've got it, you know, not saying nothing, don't take it wrong, okay, don't flip out on me, but these guys have no problem dumping, you know, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $10,000 into their cars. I don't get it. You know, maybe they got sponsors that are just mailing them shit, but if so, let me know how you do that. Okay, I could use a little hand here. No, but it's like if you want to do any upgrades, man, it's going to cost you. You're going to fork out. I could see, in all honesty, right off the bat, just exhaust, stuff like that. A guy could blow $3,000, $4,000 quick. It's not really what I want to do right yet. But I don't know. I love the car. She's great so far. So I'll run you through a couple little things on the inside. Just a little look-see. Let's see what we got here. Basically, this is probably not the first video you've seen on these cars. If it is, I'll give you a little run through. Still features neat. If you got the key in your pocket, touch the button, it unlocks, you open it. Turn everything down. 6-speed's nice. You know, leather wrap knob, leather wrap wheel. It's got the flat bottom, which is nice. Not a lot of room, but you know, it's not what I got it for. You know, I figured my grandson, when he gets here, his car seat might fit in the back. I think I might get him a nice Simpson Racing car seat. Spend some money, fit him back there, but I'm 5'10". There's the amount of room behind my seat between the back seat. So you ain't fitting anybody back there. Infotainment center is nice. There's a handful of options. You know, there's other people that'll give you a better review on those, but instrument cluster's neat. You can change a few things on it, you know, make it your own if you want. No real space to put anything. You know, your cubbies are tiny. Your door, that's tiny. I mean, this is just a little pack of mints. Little Mentos thingy. And it barely fits in there. It's tiny. The old door thing right here. It's hard to use when the door's closed because it sits even with like right here. So you can't reach in there. Sorry, that's my pistol. I keep that up front because I can kind of reach that right through here when I'm driving. So God forbid you ever need it, you know. Crime in this town is going through the roof, so I refuse to be a victim. That's my personal preference, so like it or not. You get to pick your own. The inside, I got a Sirius radio. I might keep it, I don't know. All depends on what they want. About 10 years ago, they offered lifetime for $300, and I should have taken that, but you know, not the brightest guy out there. Well, at the time, money was just tough, you know. Growing up, money was tight when I was younger. Little heat vents are kind of neat. They just, one of them does your blower motor, and the other one does your temperature, which is neat. I like it. You don't have room for your cell phone. You're not fitting in these little tiny cup holders. I don't smoke in this car, but I keep them with me. Cup holders are tiny. Your console opens up to barely nothing. I mean, you really have hardly any room to put anything. I did go ahead and, however, something a little different. I ran my USB cord from here, ran it down along through here, figured out how to pop these off, popped it off, hid the cord through there. So this cord for the USB to plug into your Android Auto, whatever, little cord goes right up, sits right there. I put my little cell phone mount there because there's nowhere to put this. But then my other one, my USB to charge it, if I don't want to plug it into the computer or the USB, I just plug it right there. And it's a nice flat one. So I just tucked it underneath there real quick on my finger, just pushed it in there. So this sits right here. Fits perfect for the phone. I have a Samsung, oh God, the Galaxy S8. I don't know, they all have so many different names to them. But it fits, you know, it holds it right there. Like I say, I drive around all the time, so I just see people that, my truck, I look down on everybody. It's a gigantic International, so it's huge. 6 out of 10, you know, a handful of people that I look down at it. I mean, a percentage is probably crazy. 5, 6 out of 10 people you look at, I mean, they're staring at their phone, they're doing this shit. I can't stand it. It drives me nuts. These idiots, excuse me, but they're fucking selfish. They're only thinking about themselves. They got the tiny little bubble they live in, their Facebook and shit. Fear of missing out, I guess is what the cool kids call it, but I prefer having mine right up there. It just makes it nice, because with my phone in there, I can literally just rest my hand right on the dash and I can reply if I need to real quick, and my eyes don't even leave the road. I mean, they never do. It's a lot easier for me to just look right there while I'm driving, to go constantly. It just makes more sense to me. And that's how I set my big trucks up. I got 3 big trucks and they all set right like that. Just makes it easier. So, you know, other than that, oh, there's one little thing I thought was funny. Somebody made a comment on the rear view mirror, auto dimming and all that fun stuff. But when you look up in it, the first thing you see is red and blue lights. So it kind of throws you off for a minute. But like I say, it's a minute. It's like the visibility. It takes you 2 seconds and you're used to it. So it was a little odd the first time. You know, you're pulling out of the dealership. It's dark outside. You look up and see red and blues in your mirror. That kind of throws you off. But yeah, other than that, you know, I'm totally happy with the car. I have no gripes. You know, I got no complaints about it so far. Like I say, it's barely got the good, still got the good in her, you know. She's only 300 miles, 287 or something like that. But the, yeah, I can show you the motor. You guys have already seen it before. But let me run you through that real quick here. No, God. All right, let's go. That is it's an LT1. Going back to the LT versus the LSs. And I haven't done a lot of, let me kill this real quick. I haven't done a lot of research on the differences between the LT and the LS. I mean, I know what they used to be. Back in the day, your LTs were your cast iron blocks. Your LSs became aluminum, which made them lighter, cut down on weight. But then you got to worry about temperature. Temperature gets hot in an aluminum block. Anyone that knows any form of mechanical, that's not a good thing to do to aluminum, is heat it up. So you get it too hot, you better watch your ass, you know. Pull her over, cool her down quick. Now, I don't know if the LTs now are still aluminum, but I know it's like a single cam. You know, I could probably rabbit hole that one for a while and really learn the differences between the two. But this is the LT1. I had an LT1 in an old Monte Carlo I had. It was the LT1 350. So it had 350 horse out of a little 350. This is a 6.2, which breaks down to, I believe, is 367 cubic inches. So that's not too bad. At 367 pushing 455 horse, naturally aspirated, no supercharger, not yet. So those numbers aren't too bad as far as I'm concerned. You know, I'm gonna take it nice with her. I'm gonna deal with her nice and slow and just take my time. You know, I'm in no rush to get the miles racked up on this. You know, I will drive it. It's like my bike. You know, I ride it. I don't care. Days like today, I still ride. So. Little heat vents in the hood. They're nothing crazy, but it makes the little hood scoops up front, you know, on the hood work. Just sucks the heat out. That's all it really does. It's nothing, you know, it's not an old Ram Air, you know, the old Trans Am that had the Ram Air hood. It's nothing like that. Oh, you know, you really got to mean this when you shut it, which I don't like doing, but the grill on it, I was impressed. I love that thing. Just love how deep it is. You know, the patterns in it. I just think it's slick. I want to put the 1LE splitter underneath the bumper. It sticks out a little bit. Has a couple little waves to it. Makes it nice. But yeah, it's got the LED. What's the HID runners, and then the LED runners and the HID projection headlight. So they get super bright. You know, it's got 20-inch wheels on it. The brake dust is insane. I've had it for a week and I had to go ahead and wash it, and I missed a little bit right here, but after washing it a bit, I mean, it was filthy for a week, you know, for a week running it. The brake dust was just crazy. So I'm gonna look at a couple of videos. I saw the I keep forgetting his name. Dude's neat. I commented on one of his videos. Lethal Garage. He was talking about just switching out different pads, so I might try that. But I'm gonna let these wear down first. The one thing I am glad that I didn't go with the ZL1 is there's actually treads on these tires. Okay, you're giving up, you know, you're going from 450 horse to 750. That thing comes with damn near slicks. These ones actually have tread on them. So living up here where it rains all the time, that's kind of glad I went that route. But yeah, like I say, they're 20-inch wheels, Brembo brakes all the way around. They're 4-piston front and rear, so stopping power is not an issue. Yeah, she's a fun car. Nothing for room in the trunk, I'll tell you that. There's let's see. Boop. Tiny little opening. I just went and bought a car wash kit. You know, you have nothing for an opening back here. Everyone automatically goes, hey, if you play golf, you know, you're not going to fit it in here. But I don't play golf, so. But I mean, it's deep enough. I might adjust the stereo a little bit, put a little sub box in the back, just a 10. I'm not out to win a competition, or I don't want to hear my license plate rattle, but I would like to up the sound a bit. Yeah, other than that, that's my new toy. So, I don't know, I just want to throw this out there. The video went a lot longer than I thought it was gonna, but you know, that's the girl. So, oh yeah, color is Nightfall Gray. I wanted to go with the blue, but the blue is just, it's loud, you know, it's really, boy, it gets attention. This kind of blends right in, you know. You go zipping past a cop 10 over in this, you know, he's probably just gonna miss you, you know. You go flying by a cop 10 over in that hyper blue, or that new, I don't know why they made the new one Riverside blue, but he's gonna see you, you know. He's gonna hear you, and then he's gonna see you, and now all the attention's on you. And I don't know if you like attention, you just want to be stared at all the time, that's great. But yeah, I like the color. It's really nice when the sun's out, you know. But all right there, La La Land. I think I'm gonna get back in this little thing and motor home. We got some football to watch, so I just wanted to come out, give her a little bath, get the wheels cleaned off real quick, buy me a little wash-up kit. But yeah, shoot a little video. Came down to the beach. Just super view, you know. It's just beautiful, especially when it's nice and sunny out here, you know. It's kind of hard to not like this place, but, well, for scenery anyways. I'm not even going to crack into politics on this state, but the scenery is beautiful. So just don't go downtown unless you like looking at homeless tents and tripping over needles. But that's a whole different video for a different day. But for now, I am going to sign off here, put some miles on this thing, and maybe throw a cold one down. So you kids have fun, play nice, you know, just enjoy life. You know, you got one, that's another reason I got this car, you know, you got one go around, okay? There's no reset button, you know. You got one shot, man. You got one time on the ride. That's it. Then it's done. So, you know, have fun. But, you know, hating on people and shit. Treating people weird. Being mean, you know. I don't know. Just enjoy life, man. Enjoy the small things, big things, everything, you know. Just have fun. But, all right. I'm out of here. You kids have fun. Later.